alcohol. This is what I think. Alcohol makes people very honest to a point where I have a suggestion. I think alcohol should be used in court. I am tired of Simanya case backlog. Judges are struggling. There are too many cases in the court. Let the witnesses drink. The case we shall have. Judges will start going for holidays. Let them bring someone like a suspect, and then there's always a lawyer there, and then they put the number one suspect inside, and then the judge says, prosecution, you can cross-examine the suspect, the what? Those of you who have been in that thing, my brother, have you been to that box? What is that box called? The what? The door. My brother, you like your PTSD. What? Are they looking for you? The lawyer comes. Lawyers are very funny people. He comes with like 10 files to ask you one question. He's like, Mr. Kello. You're like, I'm the one. First of all, pick the Bible. You need to swear you pick the Bible. Like, repeat after me. I am listening. I. Okello. Swear, I solemnly swear to tell the truth. I have always told the truth and nothing but the truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. So help me God. Put the Bible down. Then they start asking you, Mr. Kello, on the night of 29th Feb 2025, where were you? Mila, in this case, this man is being accused of killing his wife. Where were you on the night of 29th Feb, 9 p.m.? Where were you? I was still at work. I have been working at NSSF as a security guard for the last 20 years. That night, normally I leave at 7. That day, we were watching a movie there. With the you tell them we were there. We were watching a movie on the reception. We said we shall not, let's finish the movie, then we go home. Me to kill my wife? Never. That woman was a beautiful. She was. I can never. You will not tell me to say what I don't want to say. Never. Say, Mr. Kello, are you sure these things are being recorded? Record 2 times. I don't care. That is when the judge says court adjourned. Your lawyer comes to you and says, okay, you're doing very well. Just maintain the energy. Whatever they say, just don't allow. So far we are winning. Don't worry. Say that we shall manage them. Don't worry. Don't worry. They have no evidence, nothing. No problem. Hey, okay. As you're walking out, the judge says, Mr. Kello, can you come back? Said, yes, judge. What do you drink? I said, judge, I am not thirsty. No, what do you drink? I did not move with any money. No, it's on the house. Said, government is buying. Yes, government is the one buying. Said, if that's the case. Now when government is buying, you order things you can't afford. If you have red label or black label, you can give. They're like, no, we only boo-boo, buy Uganda. Uganda. Said, okay, just bring Uganda Waraji. They bring Uganda Waraji. They bring a bottle. But they can't give you the whole bottle because no government thinks corruption. They have drunk half. They have drunk. Someone in court drank half of it. They're like, where's the balance? Just drink what you have. Drink. You just take 4 shots. The judge says, court, back in session. Mr. Kello, go back in the dock. Mr. Kello came walking to the dock alone now. 3 people are carrying. Put him in the dock. Why? They're like, Mr. Kello, can you pick the Bible? I say, do you also have a Quran? Say, Mr. Kello, I thought you were a Christian. Yes, but I just want to swear all of them. They say it's okay. You pick the Bible and the Quran. Put up your hands. Say, I. Okello. Solemnly swear. Solemnly swear that I will say nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. So help me God. God, I will help you. They said, no, so help me God. It doesn't matter who is helping the other as long as we are helping each other. Said, put the Bible down. He puts the Bible and the Quran. The prosecution, the lawyer comes back. Mr. Okello would like to confirm the previous statements you made. But why are you 4 lawyers? They're like, no, Mr. Okello, I'm 1 lawyer. I'm seeing one, say focus on one. Okay, look at this one. Said Mr. Okello, on the night of 29th Feb, 9 p.m., where were you? That is the day I strangled Madam. Why? Like, Mr. Okello, that's enough. No, let me show you how I did it.
And rich men always discuss very important things. You know, he's trying to change your life. So what are you doing? You said you're at university?
I said, yeah.
By the way, God is very funny. I don't know why God gets very successful men and gives them very useless women. The man is trying to change your life. So you said you're in university. What are you doing at university? I'd like to support you.
Yeah, I am university. Yes, I am in university. I am doing.
They're always doing, you know, those courses that were removed because they are very useless.
Yeah, I'm doing disaster management, social works and social.
Like, okay, that's fine, but I think you should probably venture into things like AI, you know, because right now, you know, the world is moving towards, you know, AI.
Yeah, AI, I like agriculture intelligence. It's very good. The plants grow alone.
They're like agriculture intelligence. Yeah, because I'd really like you to, you know, so you're studying in Rwanda?
Yes, I'm studying in Rwanda.
Oh, really? But you should even go to the United States. I don't know, whatever states you want to go to, I could sponsor you and then you go and study whatever states.
Yeah, I'm ready. Any state, whether it is Zambia, Mozambique, Malawi, I am ready to go.
That is the past
type. To a point where we first beat you. Then we ask why we are beating you. Find people beating a thief. Well, watch out. How do you do this? This is unacceptable. Stealing things. Eh? Somebody just comes from nowhere and steps you here. Well, thieves, you are stealing things. Eh? After beating you for like 30 minutes, he comes back and asks, so what did he steal? What exactly? They're like, he stole mangoes. Mangoes? I already broke his leg. Mangoes? Okay, but were they ripe at least? Were they? Everyone is ready to beat a thief. Sometimes there are people who come when they're beating a thief and they try to, you know, reason logically and they try to defend the thief, you know, saying it is out of the law, you know, whatever, until they realize what the thief stole and it reminds them of what was stolen from them. You're busy beating a thief. Wait, we cannot allow, this is unacceptable. Then a lawyer comes from nowhere. Guys, this is against the law. Eh? Just call the police. The police will handle this. Let us show him. No, you don't have to show him. The law will show him. Take him to court and he'll be convicted and he will serve a sentence. Where? Let me teach him today. And you don't need. But why are we beating him? Said the man stole iPhone. You even start looking familiar. Where did I see you? I've seen you somewhere. This is the first time I saw a thief call police. The thief himself. They were beating him. He said, at least let me just call police. Let me. Said, I'm here. I'm about to die. Oh man. But Uganda is doing great. There's a story I read some time back about Uganda exchanging. We got 2 tigers. Those of you who have gone to the zoo, we have 2 tigers. Are you aware? There's a time we exchanged tigers for monkeys. We gave South Africa 20 monkeys. They gave us 2 tigers. That's how useless monkeys are. It's like Ugandan shillings. $1, 3,800. 20 monkeys went to South Africa and we got 2 tigers. And this is the thing I find interesting about those exchange programs is I feel like even as animals, we as Ugandans, the stress we have, even animals face the same stress. The same way you as a Ugandan, you want to leave this country. Even animals, any opportunity, they are very excited. So you find animals at Entebbe Zoo there, but they're like, but one day, we shall be free one day. So when those 20 monkeys went, the remaining animals were like, if only I could get a chance to go to like Sweden, Denmark, if only. Because it's what they call the Wildlife Association of Zoos, where they do exchange programs. You can give animals to Denmark, and Denmark gives Uganda. So Ugandan animals are there saying, one day. But you know, sometimes your prayers are not answered. Now imagine as an animal, you start realizing that, I've had news that they are going to take some animals. So you start behaving very well. Then that day you see the zookeepers coming, they catch you, they start putting tags on you, they're putting, you know you're going to Entebbe, they put you in the aeroplane, they put you inside, you're excited. Plane flies in the air, you're like, finally we have left Uganda. Your prayer is to go to Europe, only to land, and you're in Namibia. You're like, another country, another African country. You know you'll be stressed. But now, what I really like is the animals that will end up in Europe. Those animals, because of the suffering you've gone through in Uganda, those animals in Europe are very cooperative. They cannot risk their visa. Those are the animals. Have you seen those animals where they say a child fell in the place where the lion stay, but we were very surprised that the lion carried the child and brought the child back to the parents. And the news reporters are there saying, these animals are really well trained. We were also surprised, but we also told that the lions were just brought from Uganda 2 weeks ago. Those animals, if ever they interview them and they ask, why did you eat the child? He said, me, to go back, never. We are here. I'd rather eat cabbages, but I cannot risk eating and they send me back. Oh, man. It is serious. It is serious. But if there's one thing before I leave stage, if there's one thing that we should celebrate, it is the Ugandans who lift up this country. And there's one Ugandan in particular. One Ugandan in particular. His name is Joshua Cheptegei. I've said this and I'll say this again. For me, I think Joshua Cheptegei has reached a point where he deserves a road in Kampala. This man deserves a road. Because there are some roads you see and you ask yourself, who is Wilson? Who is Wilson? You know those roads, the Huntington. The Winton. Who is the... Joshua Cheptegei, he deserves a road, and not just any road. For me, I think they should give him a road that matches what he does. They should give him like the express highway. Joshua Cheptegei Expressway. So that when you're coming and people are waiting for you, wait, the plane is about to leave, where are you? Ndiku Joshua Nzija. I'm on Cheptegei, they know you are rushing. But I like it. I like what Cheptegei has done, and especially people from the east, you know, from Kapchorwa. They have represented us when it comes to Rani, Kiplimo, Kiprotich, all of them, to a point where me as Hillary, I cannot wait for the day when Uganda Matters celebration will be led by Kapchorwa Diocese. Because these people can run 400 kilometers in 30 minutes. You know, we just had Uganda Matters celebrations. Who are leading this year? Lugazi. You know, when you're leading, you start walking very early. When it is like Nebi district, they start walking like 2 months before, so that they reach Kampala on time. When it is Masaka, they leave, you know, like a month before to reach here on time. When it is in Barara, they leave like a year before. They leave during Mother's Day to arrive on Mother's Day. Because you know Banyangole can't run, you know that. They cannot. I have said this and I'll say this again. Banyangole, the only running they know is to run the country. That's the only running they know, is to run the country. When you walk around Kololo, you find Banyangole running, you is walking, you're faster than him. And he's there saying, today is very hot, just go and sit down, just go. We got robbed one time. And this is when I noticed that robberies in our village are very different. You see in the city here in Kampala, when you're getting robbed, right? If robbers get into your room and they say, all of you go down, they pull out their guns and pistols and, they are all around you and they say, everybody lie down, you lie down flat. The conversations they have at the back can give you a clue of what is being carried away. Right? Like if the thieves at the back are like, is there a CD inside? The DVD is going. The DVD. As you're down on the floor, how the DVD is going. Hey! If you hear, you pick also the remote, the decoder, the TV. A cabbage is inside, the fridge is going. You have a clue. And those are the things they carry. But one time we were robbed. I remember when I was still young in Adiarakonya, we got thieves who broke into the house. They found me and my dad. They told us, all of you go down. We went down flat. The conversations we were having, you couldn't understand anything. I had one thief telling the other, Opia, does it have 2 holes? I was flat on the ground. I asked my father, what has 2 holes in this house? He looked at me and said, is the jerrycan leaking? I said, it might be. Then it has 2 holes, I think. Why would a thief carry a jerrycan? Why? Let me tell you, these guys carried whatever they were carrying. They told us, count up to 10 and you get up and leave. These guys left. I counted. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, I reached 9, 10. When I finished 10, I was getting up. My father pushed me down and said, add more 4 just. You never know. Maybe he was still putting on his shoes. I said, okay, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then we got up. Let me tell you guys, we found everything was there, right? There was like a fridge, TV, everything. I was like, what were these thieves doing? I asked my father, I said, what happened? He said, maybe they are doing internship. They are new, they are learning on job. I didn't know, but it's the thing about thieves in northern Uganda, right? They steal things you use every day, but you neglect those things. The next morning, my father went to shower. He came out of the bathroom holding his towel. He said, Hilary, there's a problem. I said, what's the problem? He said, yeah. I said, what's the issue? He said, this is a national emergency. I said, what's wrong? He said, have you seen my underpants? I said, what do you mean? He said, it has 2 holes. It has 2 holes. It has 2 holes. I said, that is what they stole. He said, that is what they stole.